guys, welcome back to the series of tutorials on C++. I am Deepak Kunyal and in this tutorial I am going to talk about stack unwinding. And it's a topic of exception handling that we were discussing in previous tutorial. But before knowing this, we'll talk about exception and its hierarchy of classes. So let's begin. So we'll talk about standard library exception hierarchy. We are discussing this because using this it's easier to understand stack unwinding. So first class that we have in hierarchy or the class we have at top is called exception class, and there are a lot of classes in the hierarchy, but most of the classes fall in these two categories. First category is runtime error and another is logic error. So these two are immediate derived classes of exception class, and both these classes fall in std except header file. And further these classes have other classes also which are derived from them. So one class is overflow error in runtime error and another is underflow error. Similarly in the logic error we have other classes like invalid argument, length error or out of range error. So all these are classes made for handling some exceptions. There are some other classes as well. One is bad alloc, bad cast, bad type ID and bad exception. So these are some of the classes that are in the exception hierarchy. These classes are obvious from their name, like overflow error can be shown when an arithmetic overflow takes place after an operation which is larger than the largest number that can be stored in a computer. And similarly, the underflow error, which generates a number which is lesser than the least number that can be stored in a computer. And similarly, there are other exceptions also, like logic errors. If there is a problem in logic, like out of range, if something you are trying to access outside an array, then it could result into out of range exception. Similarly, new operator, if you are not able to find out space that is required, then it can result into bad alloc exception, right? So all these are exception hierarchy of C++ standard library, and this is headed by base class exception, right? Now let's move ahead and talk about stack unwinding. So stack unwinding happens when an exception is thrown but not caught in particular scope. The function call stack is unwound and an attempt is made to catch exception in the next outer try catch block. Unwinding the function call stack means the function in which the exception was not caught terminates and all local variables in that function are also destroyed, and the control returns to the statement that originally invoked that function. So if a try catch block encloses that statement, an attempt is made to catch the exception. If a try catch block does not enclose the statement, stack unwinding occurs again. So if no catch handler ever catches this exception, function terminate is called to terminate the program. So let's understand it using an example. Suppose you have a main function and it calls a function 1. Then there is a function 1 which in turn call function 2. Then there is a function 2 and it calls function 3. And finally there is a function 3 which throws some error. In our case we can say that it's throwing some runtime error, right? And runtime error you can see above. Here we have runtime error. So this function 3 is throwing an instance of runtime error in our case, right? You can also pass some message here. So for that you have to write it like this. Let me write it again, and then you can pass some message inside this, right? So suppose this function throws this error and this thing is not put inside try catch block, then it is going to unwind and this function will terminate and go back to the function 2. Then if this is not inside try catch, this is again going to unwound and call this function for the handling. But again if this is not inside try catch block, this will again unwound and go back to the main. Now it's duty of main function to handle the exception that is being raised by function 3. But if this main function does not handle this program, it's going to terminate abnormally, right? So now let's write this program and see it in action. Okay, now I have created a file here with the name stack unwinding. So what I am going to do here, I will create a main function, and this main function is going to call some other function, function 1, like this. But we don't have function 1 till now, so just define function 1 first, and then we know that from the function 1 we are going to call function 2. So just call function 2 first, but we don't have function 2, so I am going to create a function 2 first, and from that we are going to call function 3, and we don't have function 3, so I am going to define function 3 first, right? So we have created all the functions here. So you can pass one message in every function. So the message I am going to write here is function 1 called. This is very simple message, right? But if you know that this function might raise or might throw some exception, you should put it inside try or catch block, right? So all these things I am going to put inside this try block, and after that you have to catch this exception. But if you are aware that exception is runtime exception, then you have to write here runtime error, and there should be some argument. You can eliminate this argument, but if you want to use this argument further, you have to use some argument here. Otherwise you can omit this, right? But as we know that runtime error and logic error are both part of std except, so we'll write std except here. This is a header file, and now you can put all these things inside try block. Clear? And when you are going to handle this exception inside this try catch block, you can write some messages, and one message could be exception occurred, and the type of exception if you want to print here, you have to use method what, which is part of exception class, and this is a virtual method which can be overridden by any of the classes below that, right? And then you can print exception handled. So that's how we made it sure that if an exception occurs here in any of these functions and they are called by main, then that can be handled here even if these functions don't handle that exception, right? So you can see we are calling function 1, so you can write some message here, and that message could be function 2 is called inside function 1, and similarly you can write a similar message inside this function 2 which is calling function 3 from the function 2, right? Now we are inside function 3, and inside this you have to write any message that you want, but I am writing in function 3, right? Now what you have to do, we have to throw an exception from here, and the exception that we are going to throw is runtime error, right? Now you can see exception is thrown from here but is not caught in this scope. So what will happen here, this will make an attempt to catch the exception in next outer try catch block. So we don't have any try catch block here, so it will think that the caller function could have such kind of try catch block. So the thing that is happening here is called stack unwinding. Unwinding the function called stack means the function in which this exception was not caught, this terminates along with all local variables, and this function will be destroyed, right? And the control will reach to the caller function. So caller function is function 2, and the control will reach to this function. But even in this function we don't have any try catch block, right? So if there is no try catch block, it will again try to go back to another function, and stack unwinding will occur here also. And now this will move to the function 1, and as we are not having any try catch block here, the control will move to the main function, right? And now as control has reached to the main function, it will be able to handle this exception. Let us suppose you don't have any try catch block inside this main function also, or we don't have any catch block to handle this kind of error or exception. This program is going to terminate abnormally. Okay, now one thing we have to do here, we are throwing runtime error from here, but we need to pass some message, and the message could be anything that you want. but I am passing this message runtime error in function 3, right? Now try to compile this program, which is stack unwinding. And now program has been compiled successfully. Run this program. So function 1 is called first, which is called from here. Then function 2 is called inside function 1. Function 3 is called inside function 2. You can see the chain here. Now we are inside function 3. So everything is going fine till here. But as soon as we reach here, the runtime error occurs or runtime exception is being thrown. And it says that runtime error in function 3. And this message is being shown here because of this what function. This what function is showing that runtime error in function 3 because we have passed the message from here, right? So using such kind of messages, we can identify where the exception is actually taking place, right? Or from where the exception is being thrown. And now this is the last message, exception handled in main function. But let's suppose we don't have any such kind of exception handling in this and we have only logic error. So what will happen? Try to compile this program and see the output. You can see terminate called after throwing an instance of std, scope resolution operator and runtime error. Because we don't have any exception handling for runtime error, then this program is getting aborted, right? So you have to take care of this thing that whatever type of exceptions are being raised, we need to handle them successfully, right? Now if you compile this again, now this program is working perfectly, right? Here I have committed the program and pushed it to the GitHub, so you can see it as well. Stack unwinding is an important topic. So if you have any doubt or query regarding any of these things that we have discussed here till now, you can always write your queries in the comments and I will try to respond back as soon as possible. So guys, see you in the next video. Till then, thank you so much.